record. Welcome to the Week 5 in review. Chef Matt coming to you from the backyard, fresh off a rib fest and the yummy stuff we cooked up. What did you do for rib fest, Kevin? We talked about you sharing in the experience. Please regale us with your delightful delectables you enjoyed.
We actually had, if I'm not mistaken, I had leftovers from the day before, which was barbecue from
Leftovers?
a place
No.
in town, and we had spicy sausage and pulled pork. So pork still, but not ribs. Sorry.
And leftovers, so doesn't count. You failed as usual. Let's get to your next failure, identifying the people on your screen. Now, there's really only two that should give you a problem. Well, maybe three.
Okay, well, excited to see Cooper Kupp back on
back
the field this weekend. So good job, Don.
Maybe
Maybe
get back, Kupp.
for him. On the top left, that is Laporta.
Nice. Well, it says his name, so there you go. Good job.
And then Waddle, I know who that is. I wanted him this year.
Yep.
Let's see. Bottom left, that's the Raiders. That's easy.
But who's the gentleman looking dejected sitting there? The young star from Green Bay?
Devonta Adams?
He's on the Raiders, you dummy.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Jayden Reed. Jayden Reed.
I don't know who that is.
Jayden Reed, okay. And then Mr. Eagle?
That's Brian Dawkins. Everybody knows that.
Are you serious?
No,
That's
I don't know.
Old school. That's DeAndre Swift, you idiot, the running back.
DeAndre Swift, okay. And then bottom right, 21, running back for, is that, that's not Taylor, is it?
Is it? That's the question.
Jonathan Taylor.
You think they all look the same, don't you? No, you'd be wrong. That's Zach Moss.
Oh, close.
Know
enough.
who you're talking about. Okay.
Well, I was close.
Let's get on to week 5.
Team, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Let's do it. First up is Mr. Kevin versus Jackie Treehorn.
Okay.
Get to it. Chop it up.
I won. Yeah. 121. Sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to do it to you, but I had to do it to someone. Good day out of Kirk Cousins. DeAndre Hopkins, the old man, brings home 24. Kelsey's still getting it done, even amongst all the turmoil with his lady friend at all these games, which is pissing off everybody. Got nothing from Cortland Sutton, although I don't know why I thought I would. He plays for Denver. They are terrible. And I doubled up on Denver, getting your sloppy seconds.
My sloppy Sam JP right seconds.
Not great. Joe, on the other hand, he had an okay day from Trevor Lawrence. His Cowboys got negative 1.92. That ain't great. No. But a decent day from Christian Kirk. Only 87. I'm not, overly bragging about my 120, but you play the people you play on that weekend, and I was able to get it done. But Absolutely. Let's not dwell on our teams.
No, we're trying to move on. We have some feedback that says we take too much time on our teams. You know why, people? Because we know about our teams. We're talking about the teams we know about. If you have things to share, put them out there. Send me a note. I'll be happy to talk about your stinky teams. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. We have got Maddie, who does the impossible, the giant slayer, as it were. Maddie gets done beating the undefeated, now once defeated, I hate the effing Eagles, man. Despite having a huge day from Jalen Hurts with 30, David Montgomery with 23. Wow, Stevenson, 2.4. That's not great. Great scores. Let's see, 133 and only 2 from his kicker. That must have been 2 extra points, I guess.
I would think so.
No, so 133. And you, however, you get it done with just a terrible line. But I got to tell you, speaking more on about our team, yes. Lamar Jackson, I've been watching him quite a bit. His scores are not great. But he is not getting any help from his receivers or anybody else. They are just dropping balls left and right. He looks like he's running for his life most of the time. So I don't think that his fantasy points tells the whole story. That being said, Devon Achane, however you want to say it.
Achane, supposedly he's told people now it's Achane.
Okay, Achane doesn't know how to spell Chan. 25.5. H.A. Brown, if there's an A and a Brown in his name, he's going to score well on Maddie's team. Let me just tell you that much.
How
Calvin
dare
Ridley,
you.
22.6, and you did not highlight, although you did it on Joe's team. You circled his defense, who got negative 1.9. Look at
Oh,
yours,
sure. Well,
-4.
wait, there's a reason behind that. The reason
Yeah.
behind that is because I won. So it didn't matter that I got the negative points. He lost. That helped him lose. That was my
That
point.
doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Whatever.
However, you squeak one out the same way Dawn did last week, which was she had more points going into Monday. The other team was projected to win handily.
Oh, yes. Devontae Adams is who fell down for poor Greg.
Same exact scenario.
Look at that. 23 projected. He got 8.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
So,
yeah. That was a Monday night miracle for old Maddie.
Hey, 14 from the Eagles. That's not bad.
Alliteration. Absolutely. Let's move on to more important teams other than our teams. Let's get to a wing leader 13 versus your wife.
Okay.
Big day.
Baby girls had a great day. Justin Fields, who has done nothing for about a year and a half, all of a sudden.
No, he's so wrong. He's done nothing this year.
Has 2 decent weeks.
Yes.
2 excellent weeks after just blah earlier this year and most of last year. And we've got 43 from him. That's always going to help. And that was on Thursday? I can't remember. But off to a great start. Cooper Kupp back on the field with 21.8. Disappointing day for Robinson and Algier, who combined for about 18. That's not that great, but Jerry Jeudy gets 11, 27.7 from Kittle. That was kind of an extra little bonus on Sunday night. 20.5 from Jacoby Myers. And then another, 11 points from her kicker, which is excellent. That was enough to take down wing leader 13. Sorry, Sam. What'd you get? Okay, CJ Stroud, 16. Oh, Matt has highlighted Tony Pollard for underperforming, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes, against the Niners. I mean, the Niners tough. I get that. But, boy, going halvesies, not even half, barely getting to half of your points, that's going to be difficult, especially when he's one of your top guys.
DeAndre Swift does well for her, as does, and I've said this on several weeks, she is still feeling Thielen. He gets nearly 30 points. You got to like that. And then Puka, he's been a surprise.
Even with cutback. That's impressive.
Yes. Not bad at all. And another 10.5 from her Bears. She scores enough to beat me, but again, you got to beat the person you're playing, and that person had a great day. You have a lot. Look at all the buys.
That's what I was going to say. Exactly. She has a whole bunch of San Diego Chargers and one Cleveland. Exactly. So if there was a week to go after her and get the win, it was definitely this week. She will be up to full strength come next week. So good luck whoever's playing her this next week. All right, moving on to the next game. We got Uncle Todd. Oh, poor Todd. And going up against his sister.
All right, let's go to Uncle Todd. Poor Todd gets very little out of Richardson, although he has been playing well before this week, and not exactly sure.
He's now on IR. He got injured in that game. That's why he has 4.42. Again, try to catch up with some of the games, or at least a recap when it's over.
Red zone, man. Okay, 32.
How did you not see that?
I guess there's a lot going on.
Sausage in your mouth, that way?
Yeah. Spicy sausage.
Spicy sausage.
32.4 for Breece Hall. That's real nice. That's almost triple what he was supposed to get. Not a lot out of Devonta Smith. That was Philly. Pacheco, fine. Chris Olave underperformed a little bit, as did Ferguson, as did McLaurin. But Pickens had a nice day, 10 from the Lions, another deuce from his kicker. But Dallas Hurts getting it done. Joe Burrow, back to Joe Burrow, scoring 32.38. You might remember he had a really off day a week or two ago. But he's back. Miles Sanders, not impressive, 1.2. Should have highlighted that one. Let's see. Robinson. Is that the one who got shot? Carjacked?
Yep. Twice in the leg last year. That was our guy.
He's still running around. That's good. Tyreek Hill. He's amazing. 36.1.
The cheetah.
And Goddard with 27.7.
Goddard had a day. Welcome back to the league.
Marquise Brown, 15 from the Ravens. Lots of nice scoring. Nearly 150. Gets it done. And it looks like you have highlighted some points he left on the bench. Although I have to say, that's kind of a hollow insult with your Achan a few weeks back. So
Yeah, I understand. I'm just highlighting what happened. That's all I'm
how
doing. Just
much do you
showing
have on your bench? Something like 50?
50, yes, from one player. Exactly. Again, yeah. But that was so out of control. I mean, Zach Moss has been doing good. I have no idea how he doesn't make it in Todd's lineup. I'm sure he had a good reason, but that was just a big miss. So let's move on to the next one. We got Log Jammin versus Nick's Picks.
Log jamming. Well done, Jay. Jay gets it done. 142.5 to Nick's Picks 125. Let's look at Jay's team really quick. 23. Oh, well, that's what he was supposed to score. Christian Kirk underperforms a little bit, but Jamar Chase picking up the slack with 56.2. Is that a record for a single player this year?
I don't think so. Didn't somebody have close to 60? I don't know who. We'll have to look. I
Well,
mean,
you
yeah,
had your Achan for 50 plus.
yeah, but I mean, I thought Adams had a really big day too. I mean, we'd have to have, again, get our statistician, either Jay or Todd, in their little funny text line about all our mistakes. Why don't you tell us which is the highest scoring player for
No,
the year?
but look at this. Outside of Tua and Jamar, he only had Waddle, who did what he was supposed to. Everyone else underperformed. But when
But
you
it's who you
get
play.
nearly 80 points from
Mm-hmm.
two guys, that's
Mm-hmm.
going to be tough to beat. He still has talent on his bench, though. London
Mm-hmm.
had a big day, I see,
Mm-hmm.
14.68. Let me
Yeah.
move that. And another 11 from Warren. Oh, and
Another
then
good
look
day.
at McLaughlin's almost 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
Same on the other side, too, though. Lots of points on the bench this week.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, Nick, you fell short. Anything else to say on this one?
No, this was, again, it's not only a good day
Dalvin
for
Cook,
Jason with his
2.3.
two,
We got to pick that
but
up. Yeah.
yeah, Nick definitely underperformed with some of his players.
But look at the
T
49ers D, 26.
Yeah, that was a big one. But folks like Mike Evans, who was I think on a bye, T Higgins, who was injured, yeah, he was injured that week, so he didn't go. Definitely some holes there, but I'm sure he'll pick it up for next week. Congrats to Jason, like you said, 56 out of Jamar Chase. Welcome back. Not just Jamar Chase, but Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. That connection
Yes.
was huge this weekend. So congrats on that one. That was a good
Hey,
one.
before you switch,
Yep.
so the one game I did not watch was the 49er Cowboy game.
It was the best game of the week. How did you not want to watch that one?
I know I did, but I think something happened. I think Emma was pissed that we had the TV all day long
Oh my God.
with football, and we let her
She's
have
your
it.
child. You're the adult. God, you disgust
Okay,
me.
I missed it.
That
So
was a great game. It was a blowout.
was
I
it?
mean, I felt sorry for the Dallas fans because it was kind of a blowout. I was hoping for a good game, but it was quickly over, and San Francisco was piling on. In fact, they had like backup scoring, and I mean, it was definitely a slaughter. But who knows? Maybe that'll fuel Dallas's fire. I'm not sure. Those were two
That's
teams that we
surprising because
couldn't.
their defense has been playing well this year.
Exactly. But the big test against Niners, it was hard to stop that buzzsaw. But again, maybe we'll see him again in the playoffs. You never know, right? Let's
All right,
let's
let's
see what
go.
happens. Let's get to the next game, which is the Walla
Okay,
Brawlas and
man, oh
Terry.
man. Okay,
Oh,
let's
Terry,
first start
Lord have
with the
mercy.
Waller Brawlers. So
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson doing okay, 22.74. Thanks, Mimi. From on high,
That's
pushing him
right.
along.
That's right.
Spears with 17.38. And the other notable on here is the Dolphins getting almost 20. You scored, let's see, Kev, you got 136. Again, would have been plenty to beat me. But unfortunately, you played the wrong Heath, or Amorati in this case. Terry with a total of 225.86. That is a monster. I know anytime you get close to 200, but she went right on past that to score another quarter century. Very impressive. Let's look at this. So she had to double up with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Look at that. ETN gets her 38.4. James Conner hurt, so he is out.
Hey, you
But
figured that one out good. That's good.
DJ Moore, another 54, 32 from the Saints. She doesn't need the 15 from Komet or the 10 from Gibson. Just incredible. She's still at Kyle Pitts, who actually was not the pits for once this week.
No, he
Although
actually
I
did
don't blame
okay.
you for sitting them.
And
Scored
Cole Kmet still outscored him, so it doesn't matter, right?
well, no, but it's okay.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Sorry, by 0.5. Pardon
Yeah,
me.
0.5, same thing. I
Yeah.
still think you made the right call. That Kyle Pitts is very hard to start. Who else? Oh, and then she's got 28 from Jordan. What's that say?
Love. That was that
Oh,
was
Jordan Love. Yeah.
yeah.
Well
So
done, Terry. I don't know what else we can say other than you brought it this week. That's for sure.
yeah.
Sorry, Kev.
Now, see, this was a fun game to watch in person at the Rib Fest with
Yeah, what a
both
day to do
Terry,
it. Yeah.
both with both Terry and Jason, because the drama on this game was that Jason the week before had dropped the Saints as a defense regretfully and thought I should have kept them, only to watch them continue to keep scoring all day, and he just kept getting more and more angry. Like, what the hell, Saints? Just so mad that they were doing well. And Terry, talk about getting started off on the right foot. That DJ Moore 54 points came on Thursday night, so she had a cushion of 50 just to start. So yeah, congrats. That was a huge score. Nothing poor Kev could do against that except stay working on that house and stay away from the TV. But next week, hopefully he gets back Austin Eckler and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. Maybe that'll change his luck against who he goes up with
Oh,
next.
and Kev, I think I'm gonna say this now. I think you got to start Brock Purdy. Put him
Okay.
in.
All right.
Put him in.
Okay. That's
The other thing
Kev's
I'll
hot
say,
tip of the week.
hot tip of the week.
Hot
Put in
sausage tip of the
Brock
week.
Purdy.
Put in
The
Brock
other thing,
Purdy.
what else was I going to say? Oh, talking about high scores, I think that makes like three guys who were at or above 50 points. I don't know if that's happened like that, but you never
Again, we
know.
throw that to our statisticians. I don't know.
Yes,
I
yeah,
don't keep track
there
of
we
that
go.
non
All
that,
right.
that nerd Nick stuff. Let's get to the divisions.
One of my favorite slides. Okay, Brockway. Yes,
Oh
yours.
yeah, your favorite because you're in
Big
the first,
win.
you jerk.
Takes over to the top spot, 3-2. I got a winning record, which is great. Dallas Hurts alone in second place at 2-3, and poor Todd still winless at 0-5. Todd, I am pulling for you. I pulled for you. I don't think Harry Potter saw the right vision when he looked in the whatever the hell that gazing pool is called. Okay,
The wrong thing.
Ogdenville. Different story there. Lots of competition for top spot.
Mm-hmm.
We got a two-way tie between you and Jay. That's exciting.
Jason.
And then Nick Hicks, who suffered a loss this week, moved
Second
him
only
probably
loss.
from near the top to at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom now with 2-3. However, Nick, do not fret. You are only one game back from first place. Over to North Haverbrook. I hate the effing Eagles. Even though he had the loss at your hands this week, he's still all alone at the top of North Haverbrook at a great record of 4-1. League leading record, I should add.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman for Quarterly's coming off of a huge week with 32, whatever it was, 225.89.
Mm-hmm.
She's up to 3-2. She's got a winning record in second place, and then Jackie Treehorn not far behind, one spot out of second, two out of first, with a record of 2-3. So don't worry, Joe. Finally, we got Springfield, again, very competitive, like Ogdenville. We've got both Wing Leaders 13 and the Malibu Stacy's. Well, geez, Dawn really needed that because not only did that give her a winning record, it was against a rival. This puts her right there tied for first. Well done. But Kev, like Joe, sorry, not like Joe,
Nick.
like Nick, only one game. Thank you. Only one game back from first.
And go ahead.
What? Did I miss
Sorry.
someone?
No.
Oh,
you said it.
So two divisions very competitive. Two that have a little bit more, gap between the spots, but still very early. Even Todd's still in it. Todd, let's start stacking some wins and make a huge Cinderella run to the playoffs from here. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, I'm going to say more because I have this in another spot later. So we have a new slide that we've that I've added. We'll get to that in a second. So take a look at this slide. This is interesting. This is from that other site, that Fantasy Pros. So we were talking about all play, and I think this all play record is like either the total points for like if all the teams were equal. So the record, it says 11. No, we haven't played 11 games, obviously. But yeah. I'm not sure how that all works out, but that's that. Maybe we can more. But here's our actual record right here. So we got their normal scores, right? We got Greg at the top, at the bottom. But this is interesting. power
Okay.
rankings. Let's look at the power
Oh,
rankings and
power
see if you can
rankings.
find Kevin's team.
Where is it? At the bottom? Hey, that don't matter. Look who's winning their division and look who is not.
I
Got it.
know. I know. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, that was just something to chuckle at. Let's get to the other uh notables from this week. So let's see. First, we got high score, gentlemen for quarterlies, obviously. Bottom of the pile. Sorry, Jackie Treehorn with your 87 points, you said. Bragging rights, Terry gets that by blowing out the Brawlers by 89 points. Ouch.
Wow.
Bad beat. Oh, this was good. This is for Greg. Touchdown could have made all the difference when I hate the
Yeah.
F and Eagles lost to Larry Shells by an agonizing 5.88 points. Here's one for the Irish. Lucky is an understatement for Camp Krusty as they took an away win with an all-play record of two and
Shut up.
nine.
Yeah, whatever.
Not so lucky. Wingler 13 had a 6-5 all play, but still ended up taking the L. And sharpshooter again with Malibu States. She's perfect. She's starting all the right people, at least according to
Yeah.
these folks. So congrats on that one to Dawn. Now let's move on to the waiver wire, where I have nothing to say.
You didn't even put in for anybody.
Nope, I got 0.
That is amazing. I don't know when the last time that was. Do you know
It's going
when
to
the
be a
last
lot.
time was that you didn't put it? And you can't say weeks 1 and 2.
No, I would say it's been a while, that's for sure. I mean, I may put in for somebody later this week, but I mean, with 0, it's just a guessing game for me. I got to guess who doesn't want him. But let's see who did want him, and there was actually some races here. So we start with Jason going after the Chiefs. He only outbid Sam by 3, so that was a nice one. Camp Krusty gets the big bid, which was KJ Osborne with Justin Jefferson going on injury reserve as well. He outbids by $11 by $10 log jamming for 33. But look at those; they're all pretty close. 33, 22,
Yeah.
21. You were all in the neighborhood. And
Yeah.
then Jackie Treehorn goes $6 for over for Logan Thomas, and those were the only real races. I do love that you wasted $28 on Amari DiMarcardo, thinking that everybody's going to go racing after him after James Conner was down. But
It
hey,
wasn't a
you got
waste.
him.
That's going to be a bargain. You wait.
Okay, he's going to be the league winner right there. Amari DiMarcardo. You heard it here first.
Poor Kev keeps losing out on these bids.
I know
I'm sure he
close.
probably thought he had it at 21, but
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to take that out on whatever piece of wood he's
what's the
hammering after
story with
this.
Logan Thomas? Why is he?
I don't know. I haven't been paying
Oh,
attention close enough to he's obviously a tight end that's worth having because tight ends are hard to come by that are consistent at all in this league, as you well know. Um, and maybe Logan's had a good couple of weeks, or maybe somebody got hurt.
okay. Well, there you
I'm
have.
sure someone will clue us in on the Logan Thomas love, but let's get to our matchup for this week. It is you versus Nick Hicks. Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, this is too early to really call because this was probably taken before I gave my updates, which I have done with my new guys. But as it stands, let's see. Mike Evans questionable. Mostert having a season. I'll tell you that much.
No, the reason I highlighted Mostert, not just having a season, Devon A-Chain is on injured reserve, so Mostert's going to get all of his work or a majority of it.
Your guy is
Yep.
on
Injured reserve. Injured reserve. I have now filled my IR spot. Like, God.
Shit. Okay, well, he's going to be a busy boy. He's been averaging 21.4. I see no reason he couldn't get that again.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't bode well for me. I'm coming off of big days from a lot of my guys. I don't know why Travis Kelce is listed as questionable. You have him highlighted.
Oh, because Taylor stepped on his toe. That's why.
Oh, I see. And then
yeah, you hope he goes.
don't worry about Perrine. He's on the bench already. That guy sucks. Now I know why you cut him. Who are you picking in this one?
This one is going to be tough. Again, it's easy just to look at Nick's picks and say, hey, he's going to win because Josh Jacobs is certainly on the rise. If Mike Evans does come back, that's a big boost. And like I said, Raheem Mostert is set up to have a good day. Mark Andrews dropped a couple of big ones last week. We'll see if he rebounds against Tennessee. And Mahomes going against Denver, which has pretty much the worst defense out there. It could be a field day. He could be sat down after 5 touchdowns or something like that. So
I ain't worried about it. He's going to be throwing it to Kelce, so I'll get those points anyway.
On your side, you've got Kirko Cousins. Can he bounce back? What is he going to do minus JJ? How is he going to respond to that? How are they going to scheme up that? Maybe that helps your guy Alexander Madison. Maybe he gets some more touches. We'll see. If Kelce goes, that's going to obviously be a huge help to you. Maybe you put in that DiMarcardo guy, and he's going to be your 50-point scorer. And then you got the Bills going against the crappy Giants. That should be a huge score right there too. So you might sneakily pull this one out, but it's tilted. The board is tilted towards Nick for sure.
Well, I think I have at least one of the guys I picked up today, and I have that one guy replacing for Jeffrey's already starting.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes
Too
at
early
KJ
to
Osborne.
tell.
Yeah. Too early to tell. Let's see how it gets distributed this week. Let's
Okay,
move on
Jackie
to
Treehorn coming off of a loss. He needs a win.
and the
Uh,
Waller Brawlers coming off of a loss, so somebody's going to get a win.
Somebody's going to get a win, but they're only projecting 107 for, is that right?
That's right.
Okay, for Joe's team. But even though it's projecting big scores from the Waller Ballers, he's got question marks
Mash
all over
unit.
the place here. Eckler, not sure. Kev, let's talk about Eckler. I think he needs to change his scenery.
Yeah, let's get rid of that bum. I'll take him.
That's right. That's right. And then he's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who, yeah, I did hear that he got banged up, but he's probably okay. He's still got points in the projected column. Look at that for Kev. Kev's team is better than his record. Nearly everybody is double digits for projected
projections.
scores.
Yeah.
Very
Strong
exciting. Even when you look at Jake Elliott, he's the only one single digits, but his average is nearly 14 points.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah, he's got a good team.
And look, he listened to you. He put Brock Purdy in.
Hey, there you go, Kev. This is what your team was missing. It's all wins from here.
What I like about Jackie Treehorn is going with Cam Akers. Remember, this was the cast off from the Rams, now playing in Minnesota. Again, now with Justin Jefferson out, maybe they split time between Cam Akers and Alexander Madison. It's going to be interesting to see this first week without their main chess piece on there. And then the Cowboys, do they take their revenge against the Chargers this week after losing so badly and being embarrassed by the Niners? Maybe they come back big and just, put a thump into them. It'll be interesting to see. This one looks like it's going to be more of an even split or a close game. It's going to come down to the last few points. Some of that's going to depend on, like I said, Kevin's mash unit. If all those guys play, that's obviously going to help him out. So we'll see how that goes. Good luck to both those teams. Let's move on to, oh, wait, I went too fast. How do I go back one? One back. There we go. This is me versus 0-5 Todd. Everybody's pulling for Todd, as they always are against me. But I'm sure Todd will fix the Anthony Richardson injured reserve.
Yeah, of course he will. Yeah. So this is going to be great. This is a nemesis game.
In my head.
Many, many times. He may do it again this. I don't know who he's going to pick because as it stands right now, he's only projected to lose by 21, and nearly any starting quarterback could probably get to 21 points. This one's going to be a close one. He doesn't have any other issues besides that, and that includes buys or anything else. So he's projected to get, 121, and let's just throw in another 20 for an average QB. So he's probably projected to get 141 to your 143. This is going to be I think this is going to be a close game, closer than it is here. What's going on with your Chris Boswell? You got to move him out, I guess.
Yeah, he's got to buy. I got to pick up a kicker at some point in time because obviously
that's going to increase your points too. So this is going to be a close one. So what Kyron Williams do we get? Do we get weeks?
That's my question.
2, 3, or do we get
Yeah, the week where he was dipping down. I don't need that. And Lamar, same thing too, right? 8 point. Do I get the 8-point Lamar or the 36-point Lamar? I don't know. I'm hoping it's the 36-point Lamar. And Garrett Wilson, that's hapless flipping Jets. What am I going to get there? It's a roll the dice there. It's boom or bust with him for sure, since I don't have my 8-chan to lean back on.
Well, and this is another, God, I hate saying this, another strong team with a bunch of double-digit projected scores. So you somehow managed to cobble together a team despite your waiver wire bids and your drafting strategy. On the other side, we've got Richardson, who is going to move out. I don't know who he's going to pick. Breece Hall coming off of a big week. And then Jordan Addison. Oh, that's
going
another.
To be opposite KJ Osborne.
Okay, there we go. So so now I know why they have him at 13.6, even though his average is 12.8. He's going to be a lot busier. This is going to be this is going to be close, actually, closer than it looks here. And Todd's another team where if you look at the average scores, his team is far better than what his record shows.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's just played some really tough teams on different days and lost by some squeakers. It's been just a rough year for him, and then he has some bad luck with the Richardson thing going down. I mean, You can't see that coming. But like I say, I'm sure he'll rebound. This could be a tough game. I could easily see him whooping up on me, but I'll do my level best to see if I can get another win and keep him at 0-6. Mr. Toe Stepper.
Okay.
We're moving on. Let's
Okay,
go to
moving on.
Dallas Hurts and Malibu Stacy.
Oh gosh, okay. Dallas Hurts has
Ooh.
Joe Burrow coming off of a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Sanders questionable, but they still got a score in for him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that Tyreek Hill. Here's another one. Is it going to be? I love this problem. Is it going to be 20 points for Tyreek Hill? Is it going to be 50 for Tyreek
50,
Hill? We do
exactly.
not know.
It could be either.
And then why do you have Williams highlighted there?
Because he's been an enigma. There was a lot of hype, preseason hype with Williams, but
Average 2.2. Good.
but he was suspended up until last week. So he played his first game last week, but there's big things that they're hoping for Mr. Williams, and we'll see if he does show up or if he's not used as much. If they lean on Montgomery, we'll see.
All right. Then on the flip side, Justin Fields. This definitely is a case of which Justin Fields do we get? Absolutely nothing from the first couple of weeks of the season, or the last 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks for Justin Fields. That'll be interesting. Bijan coming off of a less than stellar performance, although he's been surprisingly good otherwise. Averaging over 17 points a game. I will take that. Javonte Williams, Denver running back. Ugh. Anybody from Denver is terrible. And she's got a couple. She's got Judy as well. That's no good. But it's great to have Cooper Kupp back on the field.
Yeah.
Her team suddenly got a lot stronger now that Cooper Kupp is back in. And then even last week, I think there was something going on with Amari Cooper. Did they have a bye last week?
I think so. Yeah, Cleveland was on a bye. Cleveland was on a bye, so he should get some points.
So look at the Browns. Averaging 17, but they're only giving them 7 because San Francisco came off that big game. Yes. That'll be interesting, babe. You probably won't watch this before this weekend's game, but if you do, double check that one. That might be ugly. And okay, yeah. And then Butker is going against Denver, so he should have a good day as well. So.
Yeah, the Javonte Williams thing will be interesting because now Javonte's coming back off the injury, and while we have that McLaughlin kid who was on someone's bench who was kind of the favorite of who's that coach there, Sean Payton. He's one of Sean Payton's little typical backs, like a Darren Sproles type runner, real fast, can scoot pretty quick. How much are they going to divide that with Javonte Williams? Javonte's still going to be the thumper, but we'll see how they split that, especially with him coming off of injury. But it'll be interesting to see what the breakdown is between those two.
Close game, yeah,
for sure. Okay, we're moving on to the next one, which is Wing Leader 13 versus I Hate the F Eagles.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Look at this is a really so. Two very strong teams facing off here. We got Wing Leaders 13, who's projected to get 146.5. I will take that. Going against the I Hate the Effing Eagles, coming off of his first loss. I wonder if he's planning on, taking the beating out on poor Sam. It's a family league. Everybody be nice. But look at the average of Sam's team. I think
163.
They are
That's
insulting
insane.
her by putting a projected nearly 20 points less than what they're averaging. They must think she's got some shitty matchups, but that's almost a kick in the face. This one's projected to be close. Let's see who we've got. So, Sam, you've got a couple of question marks, although they still have projected scores. Keep an eye on that. Both Herbert and Barkley with Qs. Keenan Allen. Wow, look at that average so far this year. 27.5. That's impressive. And then Cade Otton. Maybe if you need an improvement on this team, I say it's there. I don't know what the situation is with her defense because they're only averaging 4. Maybe her starting one's on a bye. I'm not sure. Has she had the Bears all season?
I got no idea. I don't pay attention to defenses. You know that.
Okay, and then on the other side, we've got Stevenson coming off of a terrible week. He should bounce back. Jalen Hurts, let's see, 25 going against the Jets. Ooh, that could be a big day for him. And then we've got another big one from Devonta Adams. They, like many times before, like that Raiders passing offense, but I am not sold on Garoppolo. Sometimes he looks good. Sometimes he just makes these throws, and I'm like, what the hell? That went right to the other guy. I mean, it wasn't even close. So still not sure about him, although I wish you luck. And then why do you have Downs highlighted there?
Oh, just because he's a nice story in Indianapolis as a new target for Gardner Minshew for some Minshew magic, and I want to see if that continues here. Does he get to pick it up? The question that I have over on Wing Leader's team is both Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen studs. I mean, in most games, not a problem. They're going against that Dallas defense who got embarrassed. Do they clamp them down? Do they slow them down? Or do they get blown out too? Maybe they're back on their heels too much. Maybe Sam just rolls over them with those. That'll be a fun matchup to watch.
Don't know. And then then she's got.
And we got 3.5 minutes left. I don't know how many more games we got to get through. Just
not too
FYI.
many, but go ahead. I want to
Okay,
make sure.
so yeah. So good luck to those. This might be the match of the week just because of the number of scoring, right? Because the total scoring. Yeah. Oh, and this one too. This will be another big one. Look, it's Terry versus Jason, another two high scores.
Yes, but
look at their averages.
Yeah, it's massive.
Holy cow.
And again, another kick in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, that's 30-something points less than their averages.
Right.
Look at Terry's team under the position rank.
Mm-hmm. 1, 4, 2, 4, 4, 3, 8. Jesus. Murderer's row.
Yeah, it's like Rashid. What are you doing to help the team? Or Gibson, you stinking it up. Everybody else is bringing it.
Right, absolutely.
James Conner, Terry, he's on IR.
She'll move it. Yeah, I'm sure she'll move him.
Yeah, so you
got to add some more points for that because it's 0 there.
That's right. So it's going to tighten up this this line basically at the bottom there a lot more than it is. On the flip side, Tua, obviously that Miami offense is incredible. Not sure about their defense, but their offense is just nuts. And then he's got McCaffrey, San Francisco. Even though McCaffrey had a less than McCaffrey day, looking to bounce back with over 20. Waddle, I really like Waddle, still do. Let me know if you want to get rid of him. Chase coming off of a massive week. He's scheduled to get 22.5, but don't be surprised if he doesn't double that up. What's going on with the let's see, Chase, the Seahawks defense? You know anything about them? I hate Pete Carroll.
No, the Seahawks defense. Are you saying where I see the Saints defense? Are you missing
Jamar Chase? I want to know what kind of he's
coming
Jamar
Chase against points. Again, I don't know anything about the Seattle defense. I don't know if they're I got you.
Curious.
I got you. No, I'm not sure about that. The one that I'm interested in there is the Chiefs versus Denver. Again, Denver's has such a horrible team. Chiefs might just get a ton of points from that defense. And then the Drake London. He had a huge week last week. Will that continue this week, or will it go back to a running only game in Atlanta? And will his targets go down? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and he's got Ayuk too. He's heavy. San Francisco. He's got Ayuk. He's got McCaffrey. And then he's got one Dallas player. Okay. All right, Jay, got to fix that. All right, but this line is out of whack because Terry's got James Conner still in there. I'm sure this will tighten up a little bit more. Next game, what do we got?
I think that might be the last one. Let's check. We got it just in time. Good.
All right.
Yeah, we have 1 minute and 4 seconds left to do your Harry Potter bit. But very nicely done. We got there just in time. I hope we spent enough time with everybody else's team. Bunch of whiners.
Yes, we did. Ron?
Ron Weasley.
Any predictions from Harry Potter this week? Let me look.
Predict, what is it, Harry? What do you see in the cauldron?
I got the days wrong. Todd's first win is going to come this week.
Of course it will, against me. God, don't let it be true, Harry.
Todd's record for Perro. 1 win this week.
We'll see if that happens. Well, hey, thanks for those who did come to Ribfest. We'll try it again next week. We're going to have an outing in a couple of weeks. We'll make sure we highlight that. But before we run out of time, for Kevin Heath, this is Matt Dickey saying,
hey, classy, Bonestorm.
Exactly.